Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is
War
happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, Winter gets the move done. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, childrens of all the ages. Welcome back to OCE tier number 3. And we're back for round 12 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And yes, I have returned to the commentary box. It has been an absolute minute since I've seen everybody. I just got to invite someone back into the lobby. There we go. Alright. Yes, I am back in the commentary box once again. It has been a while. I do apologize, everybody. But yeah, miss chatting with you, chat. Miss commentating T3, the go-to tier, in my opinion, of all of OCE. We have a full 20 car grid, which is fantastic to see, and I am excited for this. I like, honestly, I am so happy about this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's been a minute, chat, since I commentated tier 3, but you know, I'm here tonight and for the rest of the season. So speaking of the rest of the season, so obviously the cat's out of the bag with the news that F1 23 comes out June 16th, so just under a month's time, or just over a month's time, sorry. About 6 weeks left till the new game comes out, so that means some calendar changes. So obviously what that means is we had to drop two rounds, so we're going from 20 to 18, which is unfortunate, but we had to do it because of the new game dropping earlier than expected. So we are dropping Bahrain and Spain. So we've mixed. So for the final 5, we're here at Baku. Next week we're at Austria. Then we're at France. Then we're at Belgium. Monza, Belgium, and Brazil sprint. So there are the final races to go. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fantastic championship to the end. It's down between Roshan and Mukping. From what I've seen, Mukping, he's actually got a little bit of a healthy gap to Roshan. So Roshan will need to pick up some big points in the final 5 rounds. Speaking of which, do not forget the final round is Brazil, and it is a sprint round. So 34 points is up for grabs at Brazil. So it's still, the championship is still up to play for, especially tracks with like Spa, Monza, Austria, France to come. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the calendar news. Some interesting, so some more admin. We got Esho, the one who's on debut. He was a very late in. So good to see SJ, the one back racing in OC. He has raced before, have commentated on him before, so I do know what his pace is like. So I'm sure one of the teams that has one driver will be keen to have a look and see how he goes. And we got people in the chat. 11 people in the chat already, so welcome one and all. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. We've obviously got Evil Blade, Gumbo, Frosty should be... Why is Frosty... No, I don't think I gave him back, but okay. Alright, well that's fair enough. We got Blady in as well. We got EPX in. Who else? We got the Juice in for Aston. I believe it's his first race for Tier 3, so looking forward to see how Juice goes. And that's about it, really. And we obviously got Kano back racing once again. As DT goes to the top with a 1 minute 40.850. So I believe pole last off at Tier 4 was a 40.3. So DT's already half a second away from Tier 4's pole time from last night's Frosty non-stop go. Oh, second and third. Oh dear, that is some close times. SJ goes up into P2 with a 41.774. So it's going to be a good race. Baku always throws up some spice. This could be a championship changing moment, especially for the likes of Mukping and Roshan. But you know what? Let's have a look at the championship standings. So there it is. So Mukping leads over Roshan. Easy's not here tonight, which is unfortunate. And as you can see, the rest of the grid. And, well, McLaren have a 17-point gap over Red Bull. So it's Mukping and a wash against Everblade and Roshan here tonight. Not sure how that's going to play out. Aston a third, a distant third to Haas, but Alpine are not far behind Haas for the 4th spot. AlphaTauri, Ferrari, and even Williams, they're separating by 8 points. Those three, and then we've got Alfa Romeo in 9th and Mercedes in 10th. Alfa Romeo need to start scoring some big points here tonight, so Alfa Romeo can get closer to the likes of Williams, Ferrari, and AlphaTauri. So there's the championship rundown for Tier 3. At the end of the China sprint race from last week. So there we go. Snippy goes up into P2. Duck Punches P3. Everblade's P4. Dat Boy's P6. Juice P7. Gumbo obviously in P10. And we've got Pro Gamer in the Alpine. But to finish off his first time run, let's have a look. The run to the line. Clappy, how we doing? How we doing? Watto, how we doing? My G, how we doing? As Roshan is now on his first time lap, then but Programmer P4 41.5. Not too shabby do for the man in the Alpine seat here tonight. As the juice, oh, the juice is out. He's run out of juice. Oh, D, he would need that vitamin C, vitamin D, and that is a hefty crash, and that's probably where most of the grid might crash here tonight. I know a couple of people crashed there in Tier 4 last night. I am fantastic, Clappy. How we doing? How we doing? Mitch, I did a good lap P4. Yeah. Rush, I believe that is SJ. So how we doing, Maji? Harass, thank you for the follow, even though you're on an outlap. Much appreciated, man. Yes, if you haven't followed us yet on Twitch, please do so. We're on our way to 1,000 Twitch followers before the end of this year, and with the new game around the corner, leagues I start to close a wind down, but new season is just around the corner. Not sure how long of a break we will be taking, but that will come out as the weeks progress. Yeah, it is. Nice time zones. Oh my word! Well, we caught that programmer. Oh no! Oh yes! War Machine feeling confident in the Haas tonight. He's obviously the TP for Haas. Obviously, with the intro, a little bit misleading, but we just don't see it necessary to update it for now. But we all know War Machine is the Haas team principal, and you know it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh my god, don't clip that. Oh, it'll be clipped. It'll. Oh no! Oh no! It's all gone wrong for the Alfa Romeo driver. Oh, T3 welcoming back with open arms, it seems. Dead heat. This is actually my first time commentating since he's got the full-time gig at Alfa Romeo. And across the line, dead heat going across the line. It is a 142.3 P11. Not bad for the first time run. With just over 8 minutes to go, he's got enough time to get back into the pits and do another lap. Henchy 73 in the middle sector could be a decent lap here. I don't know. It's going to be a 40 though. That's the question. Yeah, it's not 40. It's a 41.5. It is P7. Program's still in the top 6, but by a cigarette paper. But, you know, if I'm harassed, I'm not too disheartened. Starting at the back. The chaos, that is turns 1 and 2. You just got to take it slow and keep your front wing intact. Butter wash. He did. He got pole last night. But what's the man going to put on? It's a 41.1. So he's still 8/10 off what he did for T4 last night. His War Machine's now out on track. And Muck Ping now is starting his next lap. DT goes even quicker with a 40.531. And Warden will be absolutely chuffed with that. Let's just have a look at the gaps to leaders. So there's the gaps to leaders. So the top 7, just over 8.5 tenths. Programmer is just a second behind DT. Same with the henchman. We're still waiting on War Machine and Muckping to set some lap times. As Muckping is on his first time on 35.9 in the first sector. It could be a little bit better. But let's have a look at the middle sector. We know Henchman did a 17.3. What is Muckping going to do here? It is going to be a 17.2. Well, he's about a 10th up on Henchman, so this could put him at around P8 mark, depending on what wings he's running. The Pinger Championship leader, as chat is absolutely going off. We've got 24 viewers watching this qualifying session. Hopefully having a fantastic Friday evening. We all know the Rugby League Magic round is happening, and Muckping goes P11. So he's lost some time in the final sector, did the Pinger, and he's now behind Evil Blade. That is somewhat of a shock. And the clouds are coming, chat. It is very overcast. With just over 5 minutes to go. Are we going to see some weather at the end here? Are we going to see some weather? That is the question. Mainly how we doing, what's happening. As I should keep an eye on chat, but I am keeping an eye on, War Machine. Oh dear. But T3 always delivers at Baku. As we know from past, oh my word. Okay, but SJ giving his TP, or he's filling TP, a slipstream down the straight here, which is fantastic teamwork from the two Haas lads. War Machine goes up into P9. It is just behind Pro Gamer by 1/1000th of a second. Oh my word, Pro Gamer is absolutely counting his lucky stars. That no one behind can seem to beat his time. What now? Why isn't what now? You do know I do tier 3 stuff. Yeah, what now? That's why I'm not racing, is because I do the comms for tier 3. Sippy, 2.5 tenths up here. Could we see the Ferrari man snap up a cheeky pole position? Who knows? Who knows, who knows, who knows? Coming across the line, the Ferrari man is actually coming into the pits. Well, there we go. There you go, my coming in. EPX, the reserve for Mercedes here tonight. Let's see what his first sector is. He up or down? He's half a second up in the first sector, but still 19th on the grid. He might want to find... If he finds 2 seconds, he'll get up to P3, so... One can only hope. 1.5 seconds in the final 2 sectors. It can be done. It can be done. But let's just have a look at this middle sector for EPX. Coming across, not the cross, but the second sector. That's a beautiful corner from the Mercedes. Let's have a look. It's 1.5 seconds up, just. Oh, this could be close. This could be close for the Mercedes man. What, 1.5 could be around the P8, P9, P10 area. That trio is so close, but only 2 of them can go out for another run. EPX across the line. P12. He lost a little bit of time in that final sector. That little S section where it's going to be hard for everybody to, excuse me, to go flat out, especially on older tyres. As Everblade's out on his other lap. SJ the one about to finish off probably his final run. No, he's about to start his final run. So there we go. So everybody's out except for War Machine. War Machine not coming out. He's actually left it too late. Duck Puncher goes up into P2. There's yellow flags. Kato's left the session. He needs to come back in ASAP. Otherwise, he would not get into the car. Gamer card. Invite to game. There we go. He's got 50 seconds to get back in and get back into his car. Otherwise, it's good night, nurse. But Abyss will be absolutely fist pumping the air right about now. One driver in P2, the other driver in 18th. But Dead Heat is 1.2 up Kato's rejoin, so that is good news. He got in ASAP, and he'll get a slipstream here from the Alpine man. I believe that's Gumbo. Yes, it is. Gumbo is still helping out Alfa Romeo. This could be wonderful for Dead Heat across the line. P7. P7 for the Alfa Romeo. Roshan P. Oh, Roshan's hit the fence. And he's got front wing damage. And that is qualifying over for Roshan. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Duck, good. He's done as well. There is DT. What is his middle sector like? He's a 10.5 down on his time, but can he find any more time in his final sector? Can he go quicker? Where's Snippy? There he is. He's at the castle section. DT coming across the start, finishing pit straight. Here he comes. He's coming into the pits as he knows he's going to finish off the lap. Across the line. He does not improve. What about Snippy? He's a 10th up in first sector. Middle sector. It is 3, tenths up. This could be pole position for the Ferrari man. What about a wash? It's nothing. I think he's backed off. He has. He's giving a toe for his teammate. Well, what's this from Snippy's perspective? McPing goes P3, but Snippy across the line. It's P1 of 40.4. The Ferrari absolutely gone wild. What about non-stop? Can he get into the front row of the grid? It's P5 for the Ferrari man. Henchman, he's nearly half a second up in the middle sector. Across the line. P6. P6 for the AlphaTauri man. EPX is done. Frosty across the line. It's P12. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is it. Snippy gets pole position. Ferrari absolutely going mental. DTP2, half a tenth. But a front row start nonetheless for the Williams man. And I'm sure Warden will be absolutely happy about that. As we're waiting on Roshan, Dead Heat, and EPX to come in and retire. We'll get the full grid rundown. But what a quali session. Top 11, 8, nearly under 9 tenths. Top 12, just over a second. So this is a competitive grid up and down. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap between McPing and non-stop, but still, the race is where it counts. As the Ferraris are now coming side by side now. Oh no. So there it is. Program DNF but still gets 13. That is some fantastic Cody's. And Juice gets the Drunk Driver Award. He's not, so congratulations to the Juice. He will be 1.8 behind Snippy. So there is the grid, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, there is no formation lap. So as soon as we load in, the drivers will do their strategies, and then we'll go straight to the 5 red lights for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. What a quality session! What a quality session to come back to. This grid, it's still competitive in qualifying sessions, but the race, 26 laps. Let's hope it's a good one. And welcome to the grid, ladies and gentlemen. It's sunny, but there's some clouds about. So, will we see some weather? I don't know. And drivers, if you're watching, do not say anything about the weather, please. We don't want to know what the weather is. It's 1 to 10. So first gets, it's like real life F1 with the fast lap in the top 10. Yeah. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentle people. For 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Snippy gets up the line. Okay, let's have a look. And DT's... Oh my word, there's a huge crash. Henchman's out. Henchman is out. Oh my word. It's a virtual safety car. But oh my word, I think something happened between the wash and the henchman. And there's a lot of continuity effect. But McPing is up in the P4. Roshan is P6. Henchman is out. Oh dear. Oh dear, that could be a you saw it. We saw it at the bottom of our screens that there was a Red Bull and an AlphaTauri coming together, and one would have to assume it was a wash. That was that Red Bull, so there might be a steward's inquiry coming a wash's way. But it is only a virtual, so no safety car. So let's have a look at the top. So the tyre wear for the top 4 are mediums. Non-stop Roshan are on the hards. That boy, Dead Heat, he's made a couple of positions of the race start. He's on the mediums. Kano is on the softs. And Screen Flag Racing, Frosty down the wall on the mediums. Evil Blade down the Gumbo on the hards. And a wash with no front wing is on the mediums, but he'll be pitting at the end of this lap. DT still hold on to P2. Duck Puncher into P number 3. But Mark Ping's race is with Roshan. Roshan needs to get a move on. And then move on. He is getting on. He's up into P5. They're going side by side. But here comes that boy with the slipstream of dreams here. Coming. Oh, then he's going to make a nuisance of himself. Is he? No. Roshan goes down the inside. Let's watch this from Dead Heat's perspective. That boy gets the better traction. Roshan tucks in. He tucks in. And there's more yellow flags. There's some more harass. He's up into P10. Well, I think War Machine's absolutely causes the carnage. Ladies and gentlemen, there's more yellow flags in Sector 1. It's Evil Blade. Evil Blade has been spun around and he's got no wing. He has got no front wing. Let's have a look here. The top 3 still right there with each other, but no DRS as of yet. If maybe he might let Kano go through. He's on the quicker tyre, obviously, at this point of the race. Play it tactically, because Kano will have to make a pit stop earlier than what he would do. But Roshan on the hards, he's doing his absolute best, but he's on the better tyres for later on than Mukping, because Mukping is on the mediums. And Duck Punch has been dropped from DT's DRS. DT half a second away from Snippy. Snippy not using any ERS. War Machine. I think War Machine had a moment just under the castle section, it seems. And now DT, he'll get DRS on the next lap on the run to turn 3. He's got the slipstream. They're both using the battery. It looks like Snippy might have the better of the straight line speed this early on. 44.3, 44.5 between Snippy and DT. So Snippy's a couple of tenths quicker than DT. Oh, did that Duck Punch just squeezes in some DRS. And yeah, DT just backs off. He backs off. Yeah. And there's the move between Kano and Dead Heat. So that is smart from Dead Heat. He can just use Kano. Bit of horse and carriage. DRS horse and carriage. He might even make a move onto that boy. And he could pick up the pieces. Could Dead Heat here. He seems to have the pace over the Mercedes behind him, EPX. And Kano thought about it, but no, he comes back in. The Evil Blade is into the pits, and he's now coming out on another set of mediums, which is not too shabby-doo. Don't forget, there's still a chance for a safety car. We had T4 had a virtual safety car early on, same as it's not, but T4 didn't get the first safety car till lap 10. Was the first safety car as Kano touches the wall a little bit here. So this is where the DRS is going to be key for Dead Heat, because he'll pull away from everyone else. And actually Harass is actually on a charge here on those hards. So if Harass can overtake that Mercedes fairly quickly and join this train, as Duck Puncher now gets the fastest lap, 43.8. And now that boy gets Roshan. So Kano does not make a move onto that boy. But that boy makes a move onto Roshan, but here comes Kano. I thought he was going to make a move there. He'll get DRS, but Roshan with DRS on the run to turn 3. But Kano has the better traction. And Kano looking for a move. No, nothing doing there. Gumbo has left that says, that boy's out! That boy is out! Oh, it's a virtual safety car, is it? It is! It's a virtual safety car. I'll get Gumbo back in. It's only a virtual, so the second virtual of the night. But Harass did get the move done onto that Mercedes before it came out, as Gumbo has rejoined. As the chat is going wild. Oh, Pro Gamer's got a drive-through and he's chilling in P10. All on his own, so he'll have to do the drive-through as soon as possible. Oh, Kano's out! Kano is out! Is that a safety car? We just had a virtual. Is it now as full course? No, it's not. Oh, it's... And DT's also had a moment. DT's also had a moment. He's down in 4th. Muck Ping's up into P3. Duck Punch is P2 now. And Duck Punch might have a strong case for a potential win here. 22 laps to go, of course. Kano's left and he's left the set. He's thrown his Xbox into the Pacific Ocean right about now. And yeah, that's a huge thing. AlphaTauri both AlphaTauri cars are out. One Williams car out. Oh dear. The battle for the lead is starting to become heated as Snippy makes a little bit of a correction there. Obviously, Duck Puncher could not take advantage of that. Can Dead Heat get back within Roshan's DRS? That is the question. Wars hitting ERS out of the final 2 corners. Wow, that is one brave Haas driver. He's down in 16th though, but he's got a bit of a train ahead of him from Wash and Frosty. And Duck Puncher now looking for a move for the lead of the race, is he? Yes, he is. Going to go down the inside. He's got the move done. But Snippy will have DRS on the next straight here. EPX is into the pits. That is interesting. So Harass will now have some... No, he'll have no pressure behind him because he's got SJ1 just about 6 seconds behind. So he can just focusing on catching up to Dead Heat and Roshan. And Sippy did not get the move done onto Ducks. He just ran out of straight there. But Dead Heat is back within Roshan's DRS. So that is fantastic news for the Alpha. Actually, Alpha Romeo 6 and 7. This is going to be the rest of the end now. That is good points for the Alfa Romeo team. Outscored the Williams, AlphaTauris. That's what the Alphas will want. DT's just all on his own at the moment. 3.5 seconds behind Mukping, and he's about 3 seconds ahead of Roshan as well. So I'm not exactly sure what happened with DT there. Yeah. I do apologise that he must have had like a spin or something. He must have had a spin. And Snippy's nearly out of Duck Punch's DRS range. So Duck Punch is getting a move on here. And Dead Heat is in the DRS. So if I'm Dead Heat, I'm not touching the battery. I'm saving it. I would even use it on the next straight. Just save as much battery as you can. And Harass is right there as well. Just use Roshan to carry you along. Yeah, he's even braking a lot earlier. Doesn't want to put off Roshan, because Roshan is slowly but surely catching up to DT here. DT's not that far. They're on the same straight as each other now. So, yeah, one to watch out for. That is for sure. So, Snippy's still 9.5 tenths, give or take, behind Duck Puncher. Mark Ping slowly but surely clawing his way back up to Snippy. And I'll tell you what, from EPX down, they all want a safety car. War Machine's made a move on the Frosty. Oh my word! War Machine up into 15th, gets the move done on the Frosty. But Frosty is feeling a little bit racy here. And there we go. Snippy is out. Oh, yeah, flags. Oh, it's non-stop. Non-stop has had a moment. Has he got his front wing? He does. I think it was just a little spin. It was just a little spin. And Snippy was outside DRS of Duck Puncher. And I think he'll get it back now. Yeah, he will. And Dead Heat's doing a marvelous job here. And DT's made another mistake, and that's brought Roshan even closer now. So this is fantastic for Dead Heat here. Just getting pulled along with the DRS, saving the battery, letting Roshan do all the work. If there's a mistake, I'm sure he'll pounce on it. But now, instead of fighting for a potential 5th place, a P4 is on the cards. So this is wonderful stuff. And Harass is now going to join the party. So it's going to be up to debate what Dead Heat wants to do with his teammate. Because the mediums will start to degrade fairly soon. I say maybe the next couple of laps, if not now. But if Dead Heat stays within Roshan's DRS, this is going to be beneficial for him. Just don't use the battery. Roshan's... Oh, yeah, like Sector 2. I think that might be Pro Gamer. Yeah, oh! It is! No safety car. No safety car. And Dead Heat still has DRS, so this is such good tactics from Dead Heat here. And Stiffy, half a second behind Duck Puncher. Not much else happening around the grounds. Mr. Frosty pitted again. EPX, 2-lap old hards. I don't know if they can get to the end. It's going to be mighty close without a safety car. Not DT. Muck Ping is slowly but surely catching up to Snippy. He's called a lot of seconds back. But 1.5 seconds. Snippy might be starting to feel the tyre wear, but just pushing a little bit too much ahead. And Harass has got a 10-second gap to SJ. So, if once Harass gets within DRS of Dead Heat, he might just use the same tactics as Dead Heat, just use them. Oh, Pro Gamer, Pro Gamer. Just use the tactics And oh, you're flat. Oh, Duck! Duck's had a mare! Duck Puncher has had an absolute mare. I've invited Pro Gamer. And now Snippy's back into the lead. He does not have DRS. Mukping does. It's yellow flags. It's all kicking off here at the Baku GP. Snippy's boxed. He probably thought a safety car was going to come out, so Duck Puncher did not get any damage. So now Mukping leads. And with Snippy boxing early, this has put Dead Heat and Harass into a strong position now. Even a podium might be on the cards. I know Dead Heat will have to pit fairly soon. If Harass can pick up his pace, get within DRS, he could pit and give Harass the slingshot to chase after Roshan. But he just needs to get just that little bit closer. If he can do that, that's great teamwork from the two Alfa Romeo drivers. And the Juice, Civic just comes out ahead of the Juice, but SJ is going to be a roadblock for Snippy. I've already done that, Mitch. I've already done that. Yep, as we can see, Programmer's back into the lobby. Can he get back within that DRS? He'll need that DRS. Oh, he just misses out on DRS. Which is not, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. But if he can get it on the next straight, it should be fine. But with Dead Heat saving so much battery now, it'll be so much better once the pit stop phases come in, because you'll gain another 25%. And I'm starting to think maybe the hards are starting to come phasing into their own now. What is the gap? That is what we want to see. 23 seconds is the gap between Mukping and Snippy. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough because Mukping does have a 4-second gap to Duck. And Harass is caught up to Dead Heat, so Dead Heat might box this lap and let Harass go chasing after Roshan. Just wait for the DRS, lads. Just wait for the DRS. Oh, I think Dead Heat's gonna let him by. Yeah, he is. Maybe Dead Heat stays at one more because he's got the DRS. Unless he's got damage. Well, Duck's now coming in. Mukping stays out. DT's also coming in. So maybe Dead Heat won't be on here to stay out. No, he's coming in. Because he did have the DRS. So Duck's in. This is for the Snippy undercut. Can Duck Puncher get out ahead? Oh, no, he can't. Snippy does get out ahead of Duck. Oh, the cold hards are not fun. I think Dead Heat did get damage from when he brushed up against the wall there. But Harass will be P2 once the pinger boxes. But Dead Heat has got some traffic ahead of him. And this is the close battle track. SJ, I don't think SJ will get too involved with this battle. I wouldn't think. But you just never know. The hards might take a little bit to warm up for others. GSRL, thank you for the follow. Not sure who's on that account, but welcome one and all. Hopefully having a fantastic Friday evening, wherever you may be in the world, as the pinger has boxed now, and Duck Punch has dropped DT out of DRS range. Roshan leads ahead of Harass. Muck Ping now coming out. Where's Snippy? There is Snippy. The pinger is absolutely going to come out. There it is. The overcut for pinger has worked. And by some margin as well. So, even though Snippy has 3-lap older tyres, the tyres will be all warmed up. Pinger is out. He'll be a net P1 once Roshan and Harass pit. But they're not going to pit for another 3-4 laps. But Snippy is catching up. The cold hards are not doing the pinger any favours at the moment. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Oh my. Oh my, I think pinger might have had a heart attack when Snippy thought about going for a move there. Now, I'll tell you what, Harass he's now got DRS of Roshan. If those two want to work together and pull away from the rest of the field, you know, as Frosty has left the session, I'll get him back in. But Snippy is harassing the pinger. Oh, Roshan now pits. And now Snippy makes the move for P2, but Roshan now is into the pits for probably his one and only stop. That's a little early, you would think. That's surely way too early. Oh, Roshan's made a mistake. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. But Duck Punch is now caught. He'll be a net P3 once Harass pits. Sorry for the so many on board tonight. I'll try and stay off him as much as I can for the rest of the race. But now, Snippy is now a net P1. All is right in the world over at Ferrari Land. And Pinger's 1.1 behind Snippy. He needs to stay within that 1 second mark for that DRS, especially on that main straight. Yeah, I know. But too many onboards can, you know, you miss so much. And Muck Ping did get back within DRS. Once again, it's still cloudy here, chat. But I don't think we're going to get any sort of weather here tonight, which is fantastic. So the curse of the wet weather races has definitely been broken. I think we went like, I think it was like 5 or 6 races in a row where a session was at least wet. So no wet weather for T4 and T3. No safety car. Well, we've had 2 virtuals, but no big boy safety car as yet. But that can all change. That can all change. One big boy safety car. The race is on its head. We're just watching this battle for second, third, and fourth, which will be 1, 2, 3 once it's all done. Just give me a 1 second chat. Just want to check something. So even if Snippy wins, he's still going to be a fair way behind Roshan and Mukping, but he'll jump himself a couple of spots at least. But Snippy does get a penalty, 3-second time penalty. So there we go. That could be a major factor come the end of this race, especially if there's a late safety car. If there's a late safety car, well, that's GG's for. Oh! Ferrari! 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 Oh no! Oh my word! Harass will now pit! Evil Blades left the session! Everybody's surely boxing for the mediums. I think the top 6 will pit. Oh my word, Ferrari, what have you done? Snippy is absolutely fuming underneath that helmet right about now. Oh dear. And Frosty's left the session. Oh my god, Gumbo's now left the session. What is going on with people's internets tonight? Oh, Duck stays out. Duck stays out. He's absolutely going to get eaten up for chips here. If I'm dead heat, I'm pitting as well. I'm pitting as well. I'd box for the mediums right now. Yeah, Dead Hit needs to pit. Get off those hards, get on those mediums. He should have done it then. But Harass, the biggest winner in this safety car. Wow. Oh, Evil Blade's got a 5-second penalty. It's all kicking off here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We got our first safety. It's taken us 17 laps. Yes, we've had 2 virtual safety cars, but there weren't big boy safety cars. Dead Heat, you need box this lap, get on those mediums, box this lap. Excuse me. Yeah, they were. We couldn't even set, I couldn't even set the lobby until like 5 minutes to 8 o'clock. I did send you an invite. Let us know if you got back in. Yeah. So you might want to box this lap. Dead heat, box, 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 box. I know you're watching the stream. Box, box. Box, box, box. Box, box. Box, box, box. I'm on. Why aren't you pitting? You have to pit. 100% you have to pit. Oh, I don't know, man. That's not. I don't think that's the strategy. You've shown you got some pace. Well, the safety car's going to stay out for another couple of laps because this Mercedes is so far behind. Evil Blade and Pro Gamer are back into the pits. I know Evil Blade's doing his 5-second penalty, which is smart for the McLaren man. Frosty is in as well, and EPX is just on the other side of that fence. I mean, sure you're in P6, but if you're on the mediums, it could be a lot more better. But as we know with Tier 3, there's always chance of a very late safety car with a 2-lap dash. That's when you box for the softs. So Dark Puncher will take the safety car restart once everybody catches up, because from a wash down they're all so far away from each other. A wash and War Machine would definitely catch up. Evil Blade should catch up. Pro, EPX and Frosty, the two Mercs and an Alpine. Yeah, I don't know. Snippy is a 3-seconder. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, there it is. Honestly, I have no idea, Ryan. I have no idea. But there could be a steward's inquiry with a wash and henchman for the race start incident at turn 1, where henchman lasted that smallish straight to turn 1. So that, other than that, it's not many incident field. It's like the only one that I've seen personally. Excuse me. I'm not sure about other drivers, but that Awash and henchman I saw from the race start is the only major incident that I saw, at least. Oh dear. I don't know. Like, it might have been clipped. I'm not sure. But the race start was certainly interesting. So everybody will catch up. McLaren do have a 13 point. What's it? Yeah, 33. 16, 17-point gap over Red Bull. But Roshan is ahead of Mukping. For the Drivers' Championship, he needs to outscore Mukping here tonight. That's his race. If he wins, that's great, but his number one priority is to beat Mukping. And Mukping is a net P4 with Snippy's penalty. Duck Puncher now becomes a de facto safety car. When's he going? The safety car's now in. Duck Puncher's now go, go, go. Harass does keep up with him just. Oh dear. Oh, Frosty has got a 5-second penalty for hitting Pro Gamer. That is not what he wants. And now there he goes. He's now green flag racing. People can start to overtake. Oh my word. Dead Heat and DT. Oh, DT bombs and Dead Heat's up and stays in the P6. He stays in the P6. What about Harass? In fact, Sector 1. It's the two Mercedes coming together. It seems like Snippy and Rage. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between the Ferrari and the McLaren. And the Ferrari gets ahead. The Ferrari does get ahead, but he does have a 3-second time penalty. Harass start needs to get ahead of Duck Puncher as soon as possible, so he can throw a green shell to the red car and go off and win this race by an absolute country mile, but did not discount a very, very late safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We've already had some green flag racing, or yellow flags, up already after the safety car restart after turn 1. And now harassing the green car of Astaman. Abyss is absolutely biting his fingernails off right about now. The Astaman team principal is absolutely covering his eyes right about now. Seeing his driver on the P1, seeing a very, very quick Alfa Romeo right behind him and a very, very quick Ferrari up behind him as well. But the Ferrari does have a 3-second time penalty. That might save Duck Puncher here. That might save Duck Puncher, but Harass, can he make a move onto Duck Puncher on this straight? You'll like Sector 2. Oh, EPX is out! EPX out! Is that a safety car? It's a virtual safety car. It's a virtual safety car. It's a virtual safety car. And people, if you don't want to see any ads, subscribe to our Twitch channel, $8.99 a month. And you'll get ad-free viewing. And you'll never miss a moment. EBX has left the session. He's thrown his PC into the Pacific Ocean right about now. But this has saved Duck Puncher for at least a lap. For at least a lap. Might be Frosty. No, Frosty's on the hards. Oh, dude, he's got a drive-through penalty. Oh, that's just wrecked his race. And Sippy's hit the back of Harass. Sippy getting the better jump on Harass after the VSC restart. And now Duck did pull a gap, but now Harass is absolutely clawing that lap back. The mediums are starting to work a treat. 5 laps to go at the end of this lap. Dead Heat will need to do his drive-through now, just in case if there is a safety car. And Duck Puncher using that battery like no tomorrow. DRS is now enabled, so Harass will get some DRS on this next straight, but I don't think he can make a move. He's currently in P12. He's currently in P12, so anything can happen. And Harass is not going to make a move. No, he's not. Currently sitting in P2 is the young Alfa Romeo driver. We're watching this battle's happening everywhere else, but we're watching the front here. As this is starting to become a little bit more interesting, as now Snippy's getting involved. Roshan's right there. He's still beating Mukping, so that is still crucial for him in this championship fight. At this stage, it's only a gain of 2 points, but any points gained is a win in my books, especially if you're fighting for a championship. To heat in 14th, he's got to overtake 4 cars to get back into the points. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. Considering all of them are... Especially the trains coming up to the Jutes, which is P8. So he can cut his way through there. But we're coming to the final 4 laps of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Harass is absolutely on it. Duck Puncher has no battery left whatsoever. And there's the lead. There is the lead. Nothing doing there, I don't think. No, I don't think it's going to be too much involved there. Yeah, like Sector 3. Oh, it's Evil Blade. Evil Blade's had a moment. Evil Blade's got a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane again. This is the final lap for a safety car to come out. And Mukping does get ahead of Roshan. This is not good for Roshan. Because now, with Snippy's 3 seconds, Mukping will get onto the podium here. But Harass now leads this Azerbaijan Grand Prix with 4 laps to go. This is about the last lap for a safety car to come out. There's more yellow flags. Oh, a wash! A wash! A wash has been spun again. Virtually at the same place. And Harass is 1.1 seconds ahead of Duck Puncher. This is huge. A washful. It's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh my word, this is so exciting for us. He's left the session again. Zippy's going to get Duck Puncher here. But Duck Puncher with DRS on this next straight. Mukping. Oh, Mukping's lagging a little bit. Now Snippy's up in the P2. He won't get DRS on this straight. Oh, Mukping's into the fence. Mukping's into the fence. Oh, that could be huge for Roshan. That could be huge for Roshan. Then he's up in the P. War Machine's in the P10. He's up into P10. Is old War Machine. A wash is DNF'd in the pits. Which is fair enough. But we're watching this battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Oh my days. It's 2.5 laps to go. What a Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That safety car has spiced up this ending once again. And Wash has left the session, but he still might get a penalty. I don't know. I don't know if Henshi is going to send one in or not. But I tell you what, Duck Puncher is absolutely holding on by the skin of his teeth here. Let's go have a look at the tyre. Let's have a look. 12 lap old hards against 7 lap old mediums. It's all coming down Millhouse. Roshan gets back into DRS. Mukping still there with Duck. This could be for a net P2. Kasupi with his 3-second time penalty. With 2 laps to go, so the safety car cannot come out. The safety car cannot come out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. 2 laps to go. What an Azerbaijan Grand Prix! Tell you what, DT is not out of this fight yet either. If he can catch up and take advantage of the Mukping Roshan Duck Puncher, even Snippy fight here. DT does have a little bit more battery than most of the top 5. Oh, War Machine's out! War Machine is out at the castle! Oh no! Oh no, he gets beaten! Oh no! Oh no! War Machine! Who's got the fastest lap? DT's got the fastest lap point so far. Mukping! Is he gonna look for a move on to Duck Puncher? Yes, he is gonna go around the outside, is he? Yes, no. Looking for the switchback of dreams. It is the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I have been fighting on to what a race to come back to. This race has had it all. This race has had it all. Mukping on Duck is for that P2, don't forget. Oh, the little bit of a squeeze. Oh, there's more squeeze. Snippy, he's going to get a P2 out of this. He's going to get a P2 out of this. DT's locked up. DT he's locked up a little bit. But this is a four-way scrap with 4 different teams. Roshan's hit the fence. The man in P2 of the championship has hit the fence on the final lap. Harass looks like he's going to win his first race of the season. What Baku delivers once again. What a race. What an absolute race and a half. The run to the line. I'm sorry, Harass, but we gotta watch this fight. The run to the line. Here we go. DRS. DRS. It's Mukping against Duck Puncher. Who's got it? Harass wins. It looks like Duck Puncher's got it. Does he? Oh my word. Oh my word, that is so close! DT got Roshan on the line! Oh my word, look at that gap! Look at that gap! Oh my word, we nearly had an absolute Lance Stroll Valtteri Bottas moment! Oh! What an ending! Roshan P6, SJ gets P7 in the end. What a race from SJ, the one on debut for Haas. I think Harass started last. He started last the first challenge for a league race. Oh my word! Oh! What? I'm sure one of the TPs that only has one driver in T3 is looking at SJ going, you know, I'll have a piece of that. I'll have a piece of that. Oh my word. What a race! Unfortunately, Harass does not have bloody Xbox, so I can't invite him to the party unless he's got the Xbox app. Oh my word, what a race. I just have no words. Oh, so we went from SJ from P7 to Juice gets PS, so double points for Aston Martin. Gummo gets a couple of points for Alpine. Dead Heat gets some 1 point after he should have pitted for those mediums and not get that drive through. Missing on the points is Program, Everblade, and Frosty. DNF is a War Machine, a Wash, EPX, Nonstop, Kano, Dat Boy, and the Henchman. Oh my word! And I think both of them are in. Yes, they are. We'll kick off the interviews with P3 Man, Duck Puncher. That was truly an ending.
Yeah. Look, I sort of bottled it myself at the beginning when I should have pitted when Snippy and Muckping pitted for the mediums. I thought I'd stay out for track position, hoping that a second wind would come in on the hards. I sort of lost a lot of time. And then Snippy in front of me had that 3 seconds, and I was sticking within that 3 seconds. And I think from what I've seen and from what the two guys in party saw, one who was Henchman who was riding on board with Muckping, and then one was Roshan sitting behind Muckping. Said he went for a late dive up the inside and just tapped the side of me, losing time to Snippy ahead. So there'll be a incident report coming.
Man, that's P3. You can't ask for more than that. I believe that it's like second or third podium of the season. Austria next week. What are your thoughts on that track?
I love Austria. I've had podiums there in the past, so hoping I can just bring it to Austria as well and keep the streak going for me. Well,
GG's, I'm sure Abyss is absolutely losing his mind in the team chat right about now. Hopefully we'll see him on the podium next week. We move on.
Hopefully.
We'll move on to P2 Man Snippy. He got P2. You nearly lost it with that 3 second time penalty, but still P2. Tell us about that from your perspective.
Yeah, I was definitely stressing with that 3 second pen. Trying to give up on that last lap. Knew that I was going to get dropped the P5, but something happened behind me, which helped me, I guess. Who was it? P1 got extremely lucky with that safety car. He was on just a great strat. Thought I was going to be on for a P1, but he obviously went from hard to mediums.
Yeah, your teammate.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm just glad I got on the podium after crashing out turn 1 in Rapid last week. But just glad to finish Baku, and yeah.
And Austria next week, what are your thoughts on that track next week?
I'm actually a big fan of Austria, so it should be good.
Well, I am looking forward to it. Breed Breaking News, Harass says he is absolutely dominant at Austria, so expect him to do another last to first challenge next week.
Should be fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you to Duck and Stevie for joining in the comments. Can I get you guys to leave the party for just a few moments, please? No, they're less. So, obviously, you've seen on the stream title, you know, what we're at, plus Frizy announcement. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will be my last season as anything T3 related. Streamer, comms, tier mod. You know, it's not a decision I took lightly. I have thought about it for a little bit. I was actually going to not do it this season, but it was too late in the end, so I stuck it up and do it. But yeah, this will be my last season doing anything T3 related. Team mod, streamer, comms, as I said. I've done this since season 2. We're at season 5, so for 4 seasons I've looked after T3, and you know, it is what it is. I think it's time for someone else to step up and take over what I think is the go-to tier in all of OCE, because you know I own it. But yeah, you know, it's recently, as you might have known, I haven't done any streams for T3. Just had some personal stuff happening. But yeah, looking forward to the next chapter of you know, in OCE. I'm still going to be in OCE. I'm just not going to do anything tier 3 related. But yeah, I'll fill in for comms and streams if need be. But it's time to give someone else the reins. Give them something, you know. Give someone else a chance to have a go at organising and all that jazz. But yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 2 tomorrow night, Tier 1 on Sunday with myself in the comms box. Not sure who else is going to be in the comms box with me on Sunday. Maybe Gumbo might want to pop in for Tier 1. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. But I'll definitely be there for Tier 1 on Sunday. Our partners over at Wallaby, they're at, I think, Brazil on Sunday for their Tier 3. And that's a sprint race. I think it's Brazil. I think one of the boys from Wallaby will jump in and tell me what the go is. Rapid on Monday with Div 4, Div 2. They're at Hungary. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for tuning in. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe to on our Twitch channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We're trying to grow everything as best as we can. Especially on Twitch, we're trying to hit 1,000 Twitch followers before the end of the year. I think we're at like 710 followers now, so we need like 290 more. With the new game coming around the corner, you don't want to miss out on any action OCE related. Season 6 is just around the corner. The calendar has now been updated with Austria next week. Until next time, it is goodbye. Here is the greatest advert of all time.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Store. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.